Hello students. So today we are going to start with exercise 6.1. So starting with the first question. In this question we have to tell that whether the given triangle is similar, equilateral, equal or proportional. So there are few cases. So we have to fill up the blanks. Those figures I have told you in the basics also. Those figures which have almost equal size or almost equal dimensions are categorized as similar figures, whereas those figures which have everything equal are equal, and those whose side ratios are proportional are taken as proportional. Moving to the second question, two equilateral triangles with sides 1 cm and 2 cm. So here I have taken two examples of those figures which are similar to each other, and two non-similar figures are a trapezium and a square, and a triangle and a parallelogram. Moving to the next sum, the quadrilateral PQRS and ABCD are not similar as their corresponding sides are not proportional. So as it is given in the basics that when the ratio of the sides of a triangle or any figure is proportional to each other, that is their ratio is equal, then the triangles or the given figure is said to be similar to each other. But in this case their corresponding angles are also not equal and their corresponding sides are not proportional. Moving to the next exercise, that is 6.2. The first question is, here we are given with a triangle and we have to find the value of x, that is EC. As we know that by theorem first, that is BPT, also known as Thales theorem, when the line DE is parallel to the third line BC, then the two sides are proportional to each other, the ratio of their sides are equal. It means AD upon DB equal to AE upon EC. So since it is given that DE is parallel to BC, so by using basic proportionality theorem, AD upon DB equal to AE upon EC. So filling up the value we get x equal to 2, so EC equals to 2 cm. Let AD equal to x centimeter. Again it is given that DE is parallel to BC, so AD upon DB equal to AE upon EC. So the value of AD is 2.4 cm. Now moving to the second question of this exercise, given that PE equal to 3.9 cm, EQ equal to 3 cm, PF equal to 3.6 cm, PR equal to 2.4 cm. So since the ratio, we have to find that whether the line is parallel or not. So if the ratio of their sides gives the answer equal, that is PE upon EQ equal to PF upon FR, then the line will be parallel to each other. In this case PE upon EQ equal to 1.3 cm, 1.3, while PF upon FR equal to 1.5. Hence PE upon EQ is not equal to PF upon FR, so EF is not parallel to QR. The second sum is given that PE is 4, PF is 8, EQ equal to 4.5 and FR is 9. So here we are given with PE upon EQ, that is 4 upon 4.5, which is equal to 8 upon 9, and PF upon FR is 8.9. So the value of their ratio of their sides are equal, hence the line EF is parallel to QR. Moving to the third sum, this is similar to the first one, but here we are given with the whole side. So what we have to do, we just have to subtract 1.28 by 0.18 and 2.56 by 0.36. So here we are given with PQ, PR, PE and PF. So the values are given to us. What we have to do, again just take the ratio of their sides. So we get 9 upon 24 and the other ratio is 9 upon 24 again. By mistaken I have written 64, it is 24. So hence PE upon PQ equal to PF upon FR. So EF is parallel to QR. In the third sum it is given that LM is parallel to CB and LN is parallel to CD. So by using BPT, if in this triangle, take this triangle ABC, if this line LM is parallel to BC, what it means? It means that AM upon MB is equal to AL upon LC, or we can say AM upon AB is equal to AL upon AC. Similarly, AN upon AD is equal to AL upon AC. So again, from the first and second, they are equal. Hence, AM upon AB equal to AN upon AD. Hence proved. Moving to the fourth sum. In the fourth sum, the given figure is, so there is a figure in which we can clearly see that DF is parallel to AC and AE is parallel to DF is parallel to AE and DE is parallel to AC. So since DE, this line DE is parallel to AC, so using BPT, BD upon DA equal to BE upon EC. As you can see in this triangle, if this line, just take this line DE and AC, forget about AE and DF. So we get from the BPT, we get BD upon DA equal to BD upon DA equal to BE upon EC. Again in triangle BAE, now here DF is parallel to AE, so using BPT again, what we get, BF upon FE equal to BD upon DA. Hence we get that the left hand side on the both sides are equal from the first and second, so BE upon EC equal to BF upon FE. Hence it is proved. Moving to the fifth sum, here it is the triangle is given to us. In this, again a triangle is given such that its sides are parallel to the corresponding sides of the first triangle. It is a kind of trapezium also, you can consider it as a trapezium also. So in this, first of all, in POQ, this is the point O, mark this point as O. So in POQ, DE is parallel to OQ. As you can see that if we take the triangle POQ, so in this ED or DE is parallel to OQ. It means their side ratios are equal, so PE upon EQ equal to PD upon DO. By using BPT, this is our first equation. In POR, DF is parallel to OR, so PF upon FR equal to PD upon DO. Here we can see that PD upon DO is common in both of them. So from first and second, we can see that PD upon DO is common in both of them. So PE upon EQ equal to PF upon FR. Hence this line EF is parallel to QR by the converse of BPT. Hence proved. Now moving to the sixth sum. The sixth sum figure is like, there is a triangle PQR which is circumscribing another triangle ABC, and it meet at point O, as you can see. So AB is parallel to the side PQ. In this triangle, if we take the triangle POQ, in this AB is parallel to PQ. So basically there is a complete triangle, and if we split from point O, this center point O, we get three triangles POQ, POR and QOR. So in triangle POQ, AB is parallel to PQ. So using BPT theorem, we get OA upon AP is equals to OB upon BQ by BPT. This is our first part. Now moving to the second, POR, AC is parallel to PR. Therefore OA upon AP is equal to OC upon CR by using BPT again. From first and second, as we can see that OB upon BQ is equal to OC upon CR. Therefore BC is parallel to QR by converse of BPT. In the seventh question, you can see that consider a given triangle, consider this given figure. PQ line is parallel to this line BC and it passes through the midpoint. We have to prove that if P is the midpoint, then Q is also the midpoint. Now, as we know that the line PQ is parallel to BC, so by using BPT, AQ upon QC is equal to AP upon PB. Since P is the midpoint, so AP is equal to PB, so it is equal to AP upon AP, that is equal to 1 upon 1. So AQ equal to QC, it means Q is the midpoint of AC, hence proved. So if P is the midpoint, then Q is also the midpoint. Moving to the 8th sum, here we are given with a triangle. Again, consider the given figure in which PQ is the line segment joining the midpoints. Here the opposite of the previous sum is given. In the previous sum, a midpoint P is given to us and that line is parallel to the third side of triangle, that is BC. In this, P and Q are both are the midpoints, so we have to prove that PQ is parallel to BC. Now if P is the midpoint, then AP is equal to PB, and if Q is the midpoint, AQ is equal to QC. Taking them on the other side, we get AP upon PB equal to 1 upon 1 and AQ upon QC equal to 1 upon 1. It means AP upon PB equal to AQ upon QC, hence proved. This is quite simple. Moving to the 9th sum, ABCD is a trapezium and BD and AC are the diagonals. Draw EF through O such that EF is parallel to CD. Now there is a construction. You will get to know about it later on. In triangle ADC, if we take a complete triangle ADC, so here is a line which is EF, that is parallel to CD. It means EO is parallel to CD. So by BPT, AE upon ED is equal to OA or AO upon OC. This is our first equation. Now in triangle ADB, OE is parallel to AB. Again by using BPT, ED upon AE equal to OD upon OB. It means AE upon ED equal to OB upon OD. This is second equation. As you can see, AE upon ED is common in both. So from first and second, OA upon OC equal to OB upon OD, hence proved. Now moving to the 10th question, that is last question of this exercise. Draw a line OE which is parallel to AB in triangle ABD again. We get that AE upon ED equal to OB upon OD, as we know that it is parallel. So by using BPT, their corresponding ratios are equal. However, it is given that AO upon OC is equal to OB upon OD. So AE upon ED equal to OA upon OC, as this equation is equal to OB upon OD. So substituting this value, we get AE upon ED equal to OA upon OC. If their corresponding ratios are equal, then by converse of BPT, we get to know that OE is parallel to CD. It means all the lines are parallel to each other. If one line is parallel to the second line and second line is parallel to the third line, then first and third line are parallel to each other. This is the property of parallel lines. It means ABCD is a trapezium, hence proved. Thank you.